And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
It just keeps getting better and better. The Snow White controversy hits yet another level, and that is saying something because it's been very, very bad. But as you see right there by the headline, Snow White producer's son confirms Rachel Zegler controversy, accuses Zegler of narcissism in epic social media takedown. Oh, yes. The Rachel Zegler controversy just hit a new level, and this time, it's not an anonymous studio source speaking up. It's Jonah Platt, son of longtime Hollywood producer Mark Platt of Disney, publicly confirming that his father personally flew to New York to confront Zegler over her now infamous Free Palestine post and defending the decision with brutal honesty. The confirmation arrives on the heels of a major Variety report detailing the internal chaos Zegler allegedly caused during the promotion of Disney's Snow White. The article claimed the young star ignored direct requests from Disney executives to remove the political message and that her refusal led to serious scrutiny threats against co-star Gal Gadot, requiring private protection for the Israeli actress and her children, paid for by Disney. Now, Jonah Platt, in a no-holds-barred Instagram reply, has confirmed the incident and laid out just how disruptive Zegler's actions were on the film's success and the livelihoods of the people involved. It started with a critical Instagram comment aimed at Mark Platt. Your dad flew to New York City to reprimand a young actress, an angry woman on Instagram wrote. Any word on this? Because that's creepy as hell and uncalled for. People have the right to free speech. No, shame on your father. Right here, you really want to do this? Yeah, my dad, the producer of an enormous piece of Disney IP with hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, had to leave his family to fly across the country to reprimand his 20-year-old employee for dragging her personal politics in the middle of the promotion of the movie for which she signed a multi-million-dollar contract to get paid and do publicity for. This is called an adult responsibility and accountability, and her actions clearly hurt the film's box office. Free speech does not mean you're allowed to say whatever you want in your private employment without repercussions. Tens of thousands of people who worked on that film, and she hijacked the conversation for her own immature desires at the risk of all of the colleagues and crew and blue-collar workers who depend on that movie to be successful. Narcissism is not something to be coddled or encouraged. Boom! That's what I'm talking about right there. That is fan-freaking-tastic. So that basically represents what anybody with a working brain and the slightest bit of common sense is going to say right there. He then delivered the knockout blow, which we just repeated, and this statement cuts through months of spin and deflection surrounding the Rachel Zegler controversy. For the first time, someone directly connected with the production has confirmed what had previously been attributed to anonymous insiders. Why this matters. The Rachel Zegler controversy has been a growing issue for Disney since long before the Snow White hit theaters. From her early dismissal of the 1937 animated classic to her frequent political posts, Zegler has consistently found herself at the center of online firestorms, but her Free Palestine post added to a promotional thread for Snow White was the breaking point. As Variety reported, Zegler's refusal to remove the post created a major backlash that extended well beyond social media. Gadot and her children received threats. The studio was forced to intervene, and now we know for sure Mark Platt took the extraordinary step of confronting her in person. Jonah's confirmation doesn't just validate the Variety report, it drives home how serious the situation was taken behind the scenes. So this is beautiful right here. It is a disaster. Even slash film, garbage slash film, is trying to justify the facts of the matter. 5 reasons why Disney's live action Snow White bombed at the box office. You don't need 5 reasons. You need 1 reason. Disney and their lack of leadership, and the fact that they had no problem letting Rachel Zegler continue to be employed, but they fired Gina Carano and publicly shamed Gina Carano for doing nothing. They fired Gina for what Rachel Zegler actually did. And then they actually let Rachel Zegler stay part of the company and stay part of the movie and kept her contract. This is insane. I'm loving this so much. So yes, this has been great to cover. And now getting it confirmed, which is what we've been telling you this was going on. We've been telling you this is going on. And I'm happy that we're going to get more confirmation all along the way. At the end of the day, if you hate the fans, if you hate the IP, and if you're going to attack the people that should be interested in your movie, this is the result. Brie Larson learned this. Now Rachel Zegler is learning this, and so on and so forth. So you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money. Raylos are weird. Fuck Disney's Snow White, and we will talk to you later.